The visual fidelity of modern video games is accelerating at a massive scale, driven almost entirely by new artificial intelligence models. This chart shows the performance leap created by NVIDIA's Deep Learning Supersampling, or DLSS. By using AI to render graphics, a game like Cyberpunk 2077 can multiply its frame rates by over 3 times on high-end hardware. And this flowchart maps out NVIDIA's autonomous character engine. Instead of relying on a human writer's pre-recorded lines, the system feeds the player's context into a large language model to generate unscripted, real-time dialogue and behaviors. Major studio executives and tech manufacturers view these tools as essential for constructing digital worlds that expand, adapt, and speak back to the player endlessly. However, the same technology that streamlines these digital environments is creating a visible rift between studio leadership and the people who actually build the games. On August 1st, 2024, hundreds of video game performers picketed outside Warner Bros. Games headquarters. The core of their grievance was a new licensing agreement that allowed studios to use AI to replicate actors' voices, threatening their ability to earn a living in the very medium they helped popularize. Veteran voice actor Steve Blum, who holds over 300 game credits, publicly noted that nobody he knew of had actually approved the deal. This friction triggered a strike that lasted nearly a year. Performers and developers recognized they were fighting the first high-profile conflict over the status of digital performance. As AI tools reshape the game industry, the resulting displacement forces a difficult question. Who is actually paying the price for these perfect digital worlds? Modern AAA games often take 5 to 10 years to build and cost hundreds of millions of dollars. That immense financial pressure makes executives eager to automate back-end development. Recently announced by Square Enix, the publisher intends to have artificial intelligence handle 70% of quality assurance by 2027. Instead of human testers, algorithms will continuously playtest early builds, detect glitches, and generate code fixes without sleep or fatigue. For corporate leadership, replacing manual testing with code is a highly efficient way to slash massive development budgets and shorten release schedules. Automating the search for glitches solves a logistical problem, but it sets a precedent for using software to handle tasks that have traditionally relied on human judgment. Embark Studios famously utilize text-to-speech systems to generate final voice lines for major titles like The Finals and Arc Raiders, bypassing the standard practice of recording professional voice actors for those roles. Players on platforms like Reddit immediately noticed the flat, sterile delivery of the digital announcers and NPCs, and they rejected the audio completely. The community pointed out that replacing actors with software felt like a cheap cost-cutting measure, stripping the shooters of their distinct personality. The ensuing public relations disaster erased any financial benefit the studio gained. Embark executives were forced to retreat, eventually paying human actors to record over the AI-generated dialogue. That reversal highlights a hard truth for the industry. Immense corporate convenience means nothing if it alienates an audience actively looking for human connection. The gaming industry is now split between 2 opposing philosophies regarding the future of interactive entertainment. One vision is championed by major industry figures like NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. Huang predicts that within the next 5 to 10 years, gaming will abandon traditional rendering. Instead, he believes every pixel of a game world will be generated on the fly by an AI model. Under this model, a player's prompt would instruct the hardware to instantly conjure a massive, dynamically expanding universe tailored specifically to them. But an endlessly generated environment, built piece by a machine, lacks a specific authorial voice to ground the player's experience. Bethesda Game Studios director Todd Howard takes a different approach. Howard maintains a strict internal boundary. His teams use AI solely to analyze player telemetry data, explicitly refusing to let algorithms generate any creative content for their titles. For Howard, human intention is the only thing that makes interactive art compelling. The value comes from knowing a person deliberately placed an item, wrote a line of dialogue, or designed an encounter. A mathematically flawless, auto-generated map functions perfectly, but it often lacks the strange, memorable, and passionate quirks of a level built by hand. Game development is standing at a permanent crossroads, choosing between the boundless efficiency of algorithms and the finite, messy reality of human passion. As the technology becomes more embedded in the software, the industry must decide if these tools are actively stripping the soul out of the medium, or if they are simply a complex new brush waiting for an artist.